play this record as frequently as possible.
Gotta get right with it down. One shit running, get it made. Everyone now it's down. No second guessing, I gotta get ready.
What is going on, you guys? It is your boy Vergil here, and welcome back to another episode here on Dragon Ball Legends. Today, I'm going to be going over how the Legends Festival 2022 Part 2 could save the entirety of the celebration. Honestly, we've had a very rough start with the Part 1, which is a severe disappointment, and at this point, we have to ask ourselves, can the Legends Festival even be saved at this point? Before we jump in, make sure to reply in the comments here of this YouTube video. Do you guys think that the Legends Fest can be saved from this point forward with the Part 2 and Part 3? And yeah, I did post over the question on Twitter, and I'm pretty much going to be going over your guys' replies and thoughts on what could be enough to save the Legends Fest. Make sure to drop a like and a sub before we do jump in. It's appreciated. I'm here uploading every single day, so I'd say the main thing that would, I guess, sell a Legends Fest, right? A festival, a celebration, is the presentation, right? If we compare this year's to last year's, it was the reveals and stuff that kicked it off, right? If we went into, like, let's say this is this year's Legends Festival, right? I'm here. The entire chat is saying LLL. They have to cater to a lot of different players when dropping said units. Obviously, this is cool. I don't mind the tag fours. I'm not like a hater of the tag fours. I thought that the presentation was just not good. It just wasn't enough. It was very underwhelming. Whereas this one right here, like, everyone was losing their minds, and it was a lot of unexpected natures of either the tag switch, just the hype levels of the movie characters, and all of this sort. If they're gonna drop GT characters, they should have done something else, like a Part 2. They should have dropped a dual banner. This is the most hype reveals we've ever had. So it's rough in general because we've had a lot of expectations, and when you have a lot of expectations, it's just very difficult to meet. And I don't know if this could be replicated a second time. It really does depend on the way the developers do want to go, what they want to drop at a certain given time. And this is like point A. Like, this is a need. We need a hype reveals, and we have the Part 2 reveals the night of the day I'm uploading this. So tonight, if you guys are watching this today, it is dropping tonight. I'm praying for the reveals to be epic because we need that. Hype is one large thing in a celebration that we do not have right now. We need the characters. Tonight, I am hoping for multiple things to drop, not just one very hype unit or etc. We already know a future unit's coming, so we kind of speculate what is going to drop, but that little factor, right? Last year, we knew sort of Hope was dropping, but we didn't know about the Blue Boys. We didn't know about the tag switch. It was just unexpected hype. And if they could replicate something similar where they give us they still give us the fusion, maybe a transforming fusion, they give us a different mechanic or something out of the woodworks, would be insane. On top of that, just a couple of other things that I'd add before going into this, reading your guys' replies, is more value. The value in the celebration is very underwhelming. The banners, there's not a lot of characters, so the banners kind of suck. The Z power on the banners, they already spiced us up with the triple Z power last year. Now they returned to the double. It's a regular old LF month. We need something to, that is hype. If you're giving us value on banners, that is hype. If you're not showing us that you're not being greedy, you're giving us more Z power, you got a bunch of characters and 2 said banners. If they dropped a dual LF banner for Part 2, I think that'd be the best thing they could potentially do. And it would offer more diversity into the meta. We don't have a lot of different teams you're seeing in PvP. That's just me. Jumping into this, we do got the first comment here. It's probably going to be long, but here it goes. The equipment bonus thing is a great start. That's very true. The equipment thing is probably the best thing that they've done in this like the Part 1, and it's only a week long. So a lot of people have a very limited time from even reading this. If you guys haven't taken advantage of the Bonanza upgrade, go check out my video. I have a guide for it, but you want to make sure you're taking advantage of this equipment stuff because it's unlike anything we've ever seen. If you guys care about equipment whatsoever, this is your time. Second, the Fest units live to the hype, not just hype in terms of their performance PvP, but also their animations, because I fear that if we do get a tag Vegeta and Trunks, they're going to reuse the... Oh, that is so true, man. The tag Vegeta and Trunks, that's a highly speculated unit to drop just because, future, right? And that's one of the units that we don't have yet, tag Vegeta and Trunks unit. The Gatling gun against, I believe it's Merge Zamasu, they are going to reuse the summon animation in their LF, similarly to how they did it with Dragon Fist. Oh my god, bro. They're going to get so much slander if that's, they need to have some uniqueness. The CC sources are fine. The more you think about it, the more you realize how hard their job actually. That is very true. That is one thing I will say. It's hard to meet the expectations from last year, considering how ridiculous, like, the overall, they did so much last year. And they're trying to slow it down, maintain the hype. I'm going to give them that benefit of the doubt, but they did way too little this part 1. So what they did do well last fest was the triple Z power, and there was just more LFZ power. They have been slowly reducing accessibility of LFZ power. I agree with that. They took the 600 LFZ power away from the raid shop. They've split up a bunch of hundreds in multiple different event locations, time-gated situations. The LF Zenkai was, all the actual events of this festival have been underwhelming from either their nature of their usage, right? None of the stuff is relevant, like the free-to-play Zamasu, the Rose, and then even the Platinum equipped for CMZ. You don't really... It's been a couple of days now, and it hasn't been very impactful. Let's just say that obviously the future buff is incoming very soon, the next couple of days, so we'll see if that changes. At the end of the day, it's a business, and they know people will still pay. Very true. The game, no matter what they do, the DB IP is just too popular for this game to ever fail as a concept. That is very true, bro. But to say how Fest can be saved is they need to incorporate some nature of, I guess, like I said, the reveals, the double LF, more characters hype. They need to rebuild the hype that there isn't any, right? There's no hype for this part 1. What do we have to look forward to? The constant raids and co-ops, locking, certain events behind co-op, forcing people to play a certain game mode. Nobody wants to play this game for PvE, bro. I mean, there's some that do. And then, excuse me for those people that do, but just overall, man. Legends Festival has ruined the moment they implemented the 4th Annie. Nobody likes this format. Part 1 LF, Part 2 LF, Part 3 Ultra. I'm praying. It's probably going to be this, you guys, by the way. It's probably going to be this tonight. Part 2 LF, then with the 1% sparking unit. But if they really want to go to that extent of saving the festival, they need to do, like, something different. Drop an unexpected dual banners, right? Bro, that would be huge if they executed this correctly. Like I said, the reveals can sell the hype format. The only way to save is by going back in time, dropping double LFs for Part 1. And unfortunately, yeah, it'd be kind of grimy if they gave us the triple Z power at this point, because everyone that summoned on GT didn't get the same benefits. So they're not going to do the triple Z power, but if they did drop double banners, I think that it could do some work for sure. This guy says it cannot, sadly. I'm sorry, yeah, man, we're all in agreement that it is tough. It's going to be a hard comeback if we do end up potentially saving the fest. Ever since they started doing the format from the 4th Annie, it's most likely that the format will remain the same from now on. The only way that the festival can be saved is to introduce a new format, change the current one. So dual LF banners, that's what I've been saying. If they drop a second surprise banner alongside the one that, we're guaranteed, I'd say the following could help: include more ways to farm CC, Z power. Very true. If we had better means or more accessible LFZ power, that'd be very hype. Improve drop rates on special banners, exclude hero characters, and those banners make all special banners 3 times Z power. This guy's very good points. Guild PvP system, different modes for us to play. This would be very good. Something that we don't see very often, maybe even just a new PvP mode, which we have never had. We've had the generic PvP mode for the entirety of the game, given all the updates and stuff. A new guild PvP system would be cool. Just a new guild system. Just something different where we have like just something new to play. Dude, we are, a constant repetitive nature with the ranked PvP system, which is fine. I actually don't mind the game. Just something refreshing is what, could be needed in order to save the fest, right? This guy's making actually really good points. Include a banner that has all available Legends Limited Z power, or Legends Limited characters, so players have a fair chance at unlocking units and duplicate units and special banners after maxing their Z power. That would be huge, and they're not going to do that because it's always been a thing. I don't think they'll ever do that. Allow character customization without using precious resources. That is very true as well. A lot of the stuff during the part 1 has been gated, right? If we're talking about, I guess, the free-to-play characters, they had the Zaha, they had the Giblet, whatever you want to call him. They kind of gassed it up in the reveals like it was supposed to be hype or anything. They're not even usable at max stars. 1, 2. To obtain them, you have to spend resources that you get from spending. So That was a fat L, bro. The fact we had to spend Z2 medals to max out mid units, and they're not even mid. They're just not good. Improved TOP and battle points activation. Most events to play and farm updated weekly instead of bi-weekly. Very true. Like, say the platinum equip, right? It's been 2 months since the previous platinum item, and they decided to lock it behind co-op. They decided to force people to play a game mode that they didn't want to play. Lock it behind co-op for the... They could have just added the event. By the way, they are still adding the event a month later from now. So they could have just dropped it, and everyone would have burned energy, would have minded it as much. But they decided to lock it behind co-op, which we did find scummy. On top of that, it's not even a good equip for CMZ. He needed more damage. He needed more of other things that he didn't receive from that. So exchange shop for Ultra Z power for all available Ultras. Improved drop rates on banners. If they dropped Ultra Z power, this is good. This is good. We're on to something here. They're not going to do it because they're scummy. It feels a bit early for it, but at the same time, they want... I know that people are going to spend anyway, so that's why they're probably going to maintain the averageness of everything, but give us something, you guys. We are carrying this game. Developers, if you're watching this, we're literally carrying the game, bro. I mean, I guess the Dragon Ball franchise overall, you know, that's what's carrying the game, literally, but the player base, the dedicated player base, the people that want to play this, want to see the game succeed, and, you know, the greed will stop this from us succeeding here. So dropping Z power, some form of means, even if it's in the shop, even if you have to work for it, Ultra Z power would be very cool. More Legends limited Z power in the shop and easier ways to access. That's huge. Such as 600 medals, improved pricing in CC shops. They're not going to do this. It's around standard. They're probably not going to change the prices too much. There's so much in the game that could improve, honestly. This was great. This was a great reply, honestly, as well. I do agree with a lot of those things. Okay. The new format might be the reason the fest might not be safe. Starting with 1 banner and 2 new units means they might more likely to do it again. Very true. It is expected for them to go the same exact route that they did this anniversary with the part 2. Part 3 being 1 banner, 1 unit, and then 1 side unit, which doesn't feel very hype. It's just not a variety of characters. It's not just an, like, yo, it's a festival celebration. We're here. This hype, bro. Reveals are tonight, you guys. Like I said, comment after the reveals have happened as well if you're watching this after the reveals. I'm hoping that multiple things get announced. Also, the year's about to end. We haven't gotten the Ultra yet, so because of that banner format, everything's ruined in my opinion. That is one thing that I will say about Legends Fest last year. On top of everything that kicked off the fest, we had our first summonable Ultra unit. It's going to be very hard to top last year. The minimum we need to do is equal it, bro. We don't need to top last year at this point because we had too much of new things, right? From the tag switch mechanic, the unexpected nature of the Blue Boys, and then the first summonable Ultra character. It's tough. Take off the title Legends Festival by bringing back Dragon Fist on the banner, double steps. This is biased right here. Bringing back Dragon Fist and double step. You know, given it is PvE stuff, but they've been gassing up Shallot recently. Or, like, not really, but, like, they dropped Giblet, which has a lot to do with Shallot in the story mode. And Shallot has been irrelevant for about 2 years now. So maybe giving him his new form or giving him the fusion that has been talked about in the story where he fuses with Giblet. That's cool progression in that, but you guys saw what happened with Zaha, Giblet, and they dropped the characters. Nothing really happened hype-wise. They were gassing it up. They threw it in the reveals and stuff like it was going to mean anything. Nobody cared. Nobody cared. Also, tag LF would be cool. No Vegito Blue. I would disagree with the No Vegito Blue. That would be really hype. Giving me Ultra VB first multi. Okay, right here. Remove the 20k CC lock. This is really good. This is really good. This would show they're not going to do it. They might not do it. I don't know. But it's mainly to get us as the tactic for us to constantly keep spending our CCs. They purposely put the CCs in the exchange shop for people that are over 20k to be forced to summon and collect the CCs that they can't get in the exchange shop. So, as well as the Z power so that we can get 10 of each type. That's very true. We can't hoard or save Z power. Any of our resources, if we decided to stack on them, we cannot save anything. So it's a big, hey, we should be able, especially for a lot of free-to-play players, people that don't want to spend on every banner, people that want to save for their team, their taggings. This is all free-to-play tactics. Should be able to save their Z power, should be able to stack on Chrono Crystals more efficiently, more effectively. Be sure the new Ultra LF has a good banner, and it's like a top 3 unit minimum ages. Well, after boost, top 3 or 4. I agree with this. I mean, they've been doing a lot of these things to where You know, a lot of the units on release are kind of busted. However, the power creep has been going very fast. So you're very true. Like the blue boys on release, that is the one thing I will say about that I did not like about last year. Everything was all nice and dandy until they fell off a cliff. Blue boys fell off a freaking cliff, bro. I maxed them out on release for nothing. Introducing new events for free-to-play base. That is very true. Events are very important for a lot of people that don't even enjoy PvP that much. And the most important thing to save Legends is to remove... Oh my goodness. Toshi, bro. The slander. Make 2 LFs, dual banners, 1 UX unit events. Yep, 2 banners would definitely help hype more characters. It can't. Rewards are good, but there's no hype or excitement to play the game. They should have dropped Beast alongside the Tag 4s. The Tag 4 should have been the new piece. Bro, this guy is literally spitting, bro. This would have been great. Drop us anything else the month previous, and if they would have given us Beast on one side, even just Beast alone would have been a great part 1, I think. Just because of the movie hype and everything around it. If they put Beast to kick off Legends Fest, we would not be having this dilemma. I'm not going to lie to you guys. But on top of that, if they gave us the Tag 4s and Beast, bro, that would be insane. It would actually, honestly, I don't know if it would rival it. But I don't know if it would rival last year's, but we would not be having this issue right now. They could have easily thrown another random LF banner for the previous month. We got Zakashi here. Hate to be that guy, but it can't. The decided format is already upsetting. If they switch it up, they'll just make GT units look like a waste, which is what I said with the Z power, right? But they still, in my opinion, could still go the dual LF banner route. You know, the GT banner is still going to be up for a little while, I believe, for like another month or so. So it's not going to be a complete waste. However, they won't switch the Z power. That is correct. You know, it wouldn't be fair to anyone that's summoned on the GT banner. But they could drop multiple characters, and it would just be better for the game. It would, you know, build up that hype that is needed. A lot of unit biases here, you guys. I respect it. I respected the Frieza or VB FSK. Introducing a whole new character in the game. Cause there's a lot finished. I mean, the majority of characters are in the game. It's hard to implement. I mean, I'm sure they're taking their time for their longevity aspect of the game here. Finished with what they started with GT, another Zenkai, Plat equip for Ultra Shinron, Awakened Plat for Gogeta 4, LF Super Baby. Keep developing this tag. I'm all here for this. I'm definitely all here for this. They started buffing GT. Give us the full nature of the tag. Give us an Ultra G4. Give us some more Plat equips. Give us a Zenkai. Something else that could potentially save this anniversary is if they're a bit more generous with their Plat equip drops. Like I said, they just dropped the CMZ Plat. But if they dropped maybe at least 2 to 3 more within this month, which is a lot. I know, it's a lot. But it doesn't take a lot for them. We're still burning our resources. They can still do it. It'll buff a lot of certain tags with the units that are receiving these platinum equips. Like Blue Boys needs the Plat. Movies doesn't need the buff, but Blue Boys has been needing a buff for an entire year. They've been pretty much not useless. You know, Mono Purple came out, etc. But they haven't been good. Individually, they have not been good. You need literally 6 times Zenkai buff to make them decent. Give us more LF Zenkais and give us more events. So more ways for getting CC. Take the CC exclusivity of adding them to only exchange shops. Increase the CC cap. A lot of quality of life issues would definitely help and make people appreciate the... you could tell that they're not trying to be greedy as much. First of all the Z power on the next banner should be 1800. It won't do it, unfortunately. But this would be help. VBs required. Unfortunately, they won't do it. Ultra VB, but probably a new PvP mode. Please. A PvP mode would be huge, bro. Better ways to farm crystals. Better environment for PvP. The meta, new mechanics. Refresh. We need new mechanics. We need a new mode. The mechanics. We need a new summon animation, bro. That is one thing that could be really good. If they, you know, just an actual animation that's just not a change of the background. Because we've had the superhero Beast Gohan background. We've had the GT background. We need animations like VB against Broly. We need maybe Gogeta Blue against Zamasu or Fusion Zamasu, something like that. We need more banner value, multiple characters on a certain banner. 1 LF, 2 SPs, 2 Zenkais, 1 EX, Raid. We need Raid with 600 Z power is huge. Hoi Poi Part 2. I can't disagree with that. USTR Light is very good. Upgrade the rates on equipments right now. Permanently 1k CC miss. That's pretty good stuff. They brought my dad. Sabats, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry about that. Releasing dual banners on different tags for USS and Future. Extending this is huge. I'm glad a lot of people are in agreement with this. This was the best thing that they did during part 1. Straight up is the upgrade bonanza. You're able to max out your equipment a lot more efficiently, effectively. That first slot could potentially be maxed a lot easier as well. You're getting that bonus upgrade. Releasing a batch of plats and Zenkais for many of the dead teams. Yes, 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 yes. Put 600 LFZ power in one shop instead of distributing it into different. Very true. This guy made a lot of good points. Get rid of co-op. That's, I mean, unfortunately, a lot of people do like playing that, so they're not going to do it. But double banner, they need that. They needs that, bro. USS in future, USS UI Omen. I would be 100% here for this. This is unexpected, right? A lot of people did expect USS to be the tag until future started to get the obvious buffs that were hinting towards the next, you know, the next part. UI Omen, Zenkai, LF tag, go Frieza. This would be insane. This is what needs to happen. I'm very doubtful, and I'm probably going to put my expectations very low because they're going to go with the same format. I really do believe that's what's going to happen. I don't want to have faith in the devs anymore because I don't want to be disappointed, but double banner is needed. We need a double banner. Anything is going to save the fest is more characters, more hype. Go back third, fest, raid shops, weekly raids. We need weekly raids, bro. I get it. It's not a fun game mode, but we need more rewards, bro. We need more things to grind. It feels very bland and basic, given we still have had this raid the entire time. Like, we've had the raid since the fest has started, but it feels very just underwhelming. Make equipment boost apply to the plats final slots. I don't think they would do that. It's the hardest. I get that it's the hardest to roll, but that's kind of the point of it. A few more free-to-play crystals, filler units. Yes, more characters, more hype. The Ultra twice as busted. I don't know if that would help. Reset Hoi Poi coins in the shop to give us LFZ power next raid. Yes, if they add the 600, I've been saying this. This is a very... More rewards are huge. They're not going to give us the rates, unfortunately. Yeah, it can't. The damage of the new format has already been done. Can't be undone, bro. It's so unfortunate. I can't disagree with this situation. I'm very trying to be optimistic right now. More free-to-play. One huge thing is free-to-play CCs, you guys. For months, we've been constantly lacking on free-to-play crystals, constantly. And they give us a tiny bit more, and we're acting like we're satisfied. They need to stop cutting corners and spreading out the content. As multiple dry weeks. So, bro, the first week of the festival, how they kick off a celebration with no update. He's spitting. They need to quit dropping hints for EX characters, especially when the characters are already in game and used to, these EX characters are, they're not too hype, right? How would I like these issues fixed? How hard is it to take old content from years ago and revamp it? Remember this game's version of Boss Rush, the mode they gave you 400 CC for clearing each stage. Very true. Just more forms of events, content to give Chrono Crystals. Literally just stick to hinting banner units and that's it. Bring back double LF banners, Chrono Crystals. Can't. VB, honestly, I think VB would be hype, you guys. I've been saying this, the banners, whatever. The units that actually need to drop need to be hype. So VB, bro, people will summon for VB. Honestly, I don't want to say it's even bad for the game also because fusions are not even like a great team right now. So to have revamped fusions, revamped God Key, revamped future with VB would be fine. I get it, another Ultra Saiyan unit, sure, but it will sell 1, 2. Those teams are not even that great. So they need to be revamped anything. It's not like you're giving an FSK. It's not like you're giving a Gogeta Blue, but VB, I'd say is warranted, even though we got a Vegito this year as well. Making PvP matches good enough for people. So bad it can't be saved, or it's over, he can't be saved. A lot of people are saying it's kind of a ripperoonie, bro. Double, don't think they'll do that. I was excited for Legends Fest, bro. Everyone, but the first part was terrible. It was nowhere near as high as the last one. It's very hard to compete. Yeah, our expectations were stupid high, you guys. It's not our fault. It's not our fault. They gave us all that, and then it's not even like they're meeting us halfway with the new stuff. It's just very, very underwhelming this time around. Maybe more hype banner, go Frieza. They're not going to give us the Z power. But if they did do the dual banner, that's like kind of the main sense of it. So kind of what I'm getting on from this is more events, better reveals needed, better reveals, more characters to drop, better banners, more teams in the meta, longer implement of the upgrade bonanza. We needs that. Shout new form or fusion. That's like mandatory. I get free to play stuff. They will do it because it seems like they're headed in a fusion direction. Multiple new plats, events, Zenkai, LFs, stuff like that. If they dropped multiple of them, it could make up for some hype factor, right? It's basically like getting a revamped LF. So if they did more Zenkai LFs and they did more plat equip drops for LFs, I think that could be a really good thing. and had just better rewards overall. You guys, you know, kill the CC cap, let people save, let people, you know, get their crystals. Not a lot of people want to. Not everybody. Majority of people, I believe, did not summon on the GT banner. I won't lie. I mean, it's festival hype, and that's like the main reason why people are summoning. Buffing other teams. There should be at least 5 teams that can compete in high ranks. This is very true. More free-to-play crystals, more content. Please awaken LF Piccolo's plat. But that is very true, you guys. We need more teams in the meta. The diversity in PvP is not so great. Change the banner formats. It can't. Unfortunate, dude. Unfortunate. But I'm trying to remain optimistic, you guys. But this is around like the similar thing. We just need... Yeah. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. But you guys, let me know in the comments, like I said, what you think could potentially save the festival. And also follow me over on Twitter if you guys want to be included in videos like this, because sometimes I make a post here and then I'll make a video about it. So I appreciate if you made it to the very end. Make sure to drop a like and a sub. I'll catch you guys tonight for the reveals. Don't miss out. Stay frosty, boys.
Up all night, so you don't wanna wait.